Zero product property. Let's consider the equation a times b equals 0, where a is just some number and b is another number. If we were to force a to be, say, 5, then what value of b would make this equation true? The only possible value of b that would make it true would be b equals 0. And this brings us to the zero product property, which for two terms is if a times b equals 0, then a equals 0, or b equals 0. And we generally use this property when we're working with a factored form of a polynomial set equal to 0. Let's look at the quantity x plus 3 times the quantity x minus 2 equal to 0. Here we can treat the x plus 3 as a and the x minus 2 as b, and we can rewrite this as if x plus 3 times x minus 2 equals 0, then x plus 3 equals 0, or x minus 2 equals 0. And we reach this conclusion because of the zero product property. Now that we got x plus 3 equal to 0, we simply want to isolate x on the left side, so we would subtract 3 and we'd get x equals negative 3. And then for x minus 2 equals 0, we would add 2 to both sides and get x equals positive 2. This tells us that x equals negative 3 and x equals 2 are solutions to our equations. And remember, you can always check your solutions by plugging them back into the equation and verifying that 0 equals 0. This also isn't limited to the product of two binomials. Consider this equation here. Using the zero product property, we would set each binomial equal to 0, and then for each one, we would just solve for x. And so for this problem, we would have 4 values of x that satisfy the equation. This is Joe, and thanks for spending some time with me.